So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. We are just getting started. It's a pretty loose pass. And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. He's in plenty of space here, showing good feet. Oh, shooting chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And there's his chance to lead the counter. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, and
he shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Trossard clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
He's on it, can he get away? Caicedo stood up well to him there. João Pedro, he might be in. João Pedro! Goal! Manchester United! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Ecuador finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And that could set him on his way. And the finish! And he's stuck it away. They are purring, truly purring. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something...
Great chance! And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Pedro Porro is onto this. Ecuador are looking to go forward now. That's where it came from. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Here's a man in form. And here's Trossard. Van Dijk. Passes short and sharp. Quality ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. Messi. That's a good foray he's making. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now it's Mbappe. Guardiola. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Great ball if he can get there. He's found a way through. And a chance! That's another chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And it's been hooked away. Messi could move up a gear here. And here's Vinicius Junior. He has a look up. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. The less said about that pass, the better. Fernandez. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Caicedo wins the duel this time. Now it's Mbappe. Fernandez. Guardiola. Looking for options for movement. This looks promising. Big chance! Now he wants to get in on the act here.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Mbappe. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. Guardiola. Now it's João Pedro. Goes for a shot! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. That was a given. It always was.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now. Played with finesse. Getting up there! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Manchester United absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Manchester United marching seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. The second half is up and running. Trossard. Guardiola. João Pedro receives it in a good position here. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Can he finish? He's had a shot! Lacking in accuracy.
Fernandez clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
Now it's Pedro. And the pass is intercepted. Fernandez. Oh, that's a key interception. Caicedo. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's in a great position here. Good ball, good take. Tries a shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Vinicius Junior. Van Dijk does really well to win the ball there. Played out to the left flank. And it's made it. And a shot! He's having a hit! And that is great goalkeeping.
Guardiola clearly felt that distance wasn't an issue, but maybe there were better options for him there.
Shot and the shot! And that's in! And with that, he takes home the match ball. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
This is such a dominant performance. The defence are sick of the sight of him, but he doesn't look finished just yet.
Manchester United are having a ball here. Tries to pass it through. Guardiola has it in a wide position, and it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Goes down, but nothing given. Caicedo. No, he wasn't going to let him past. Oh, he's having a go! Brilliant from Pedro! A finish of true class! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
He's got 4. That is remarkable. Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Gets a good foot in there. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Pedro currently being consciously targeted.
Oh, look, Peter, this has been a textbook illustration of how not to defend, and finally, they've decided to single him.
Chance! Alexander-Arnold goes short. Valverde, he leaps for it! And that's past the post.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. He shifted it to the flank. Space for him to turn and look. Oh, nice touch. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had... Here's a chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Caicedo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Great defending, strong and determined.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, he's found support out wide. It's a promising position. There's the shot! Vinicius Junior in with the challenge. Now it's Pedro. Fernandez. And it's Caicedo. Great vision. Decent chance! Oh, impressive strike.
Cambio en Ecuador. Número 4.
So here comes a substitution.
Entran número 5. Número 30.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. Played back into the centre. No way through. Esteval. He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Pedro. That's destined for the flank. Caicedo. Now it's Mbappe. And that's another good win of the ball. Caicedo. Pinches it off him. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Vinicius Junior. He is through here. Pedro Porro can get it clear. Caicedo. That's going wide left. Now Trossard. Oh, a delicate chip through. Caicedo. There will be 4 extra minutes. Shoots! Keeper always had the measure of that. And that's it. Manchester United pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted. Well, here we are with everything very much to play for. Win this one and they're going up. Incentives do not come much simpler or sweeter than that one. Red and black wherever you turn. The San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. We are just getting started. Manchester United must not lose. The potential ramifications simply too much to contemplate. Nicely aimed pass. Great vision. Pedro Porro gets into a good position. And a chance! Loose ball now. Oh, he's been caught on it. Has another go! Goal! Manchester United! There is your perfect party piece. It is what they called for. It is what they have been yearning for. That was fabulous. The most adept of touches. The smoothest of finishes.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Manchester United penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now.
It's a threat. Can he finish? And that's a good finish. 2-0 and in next to no time. You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of
Messi is the guilty party there. Big moments in a big game. He is off. Manchester United already a man down in these early stages. That has left the boss thinking about what harm it has done to their chances.
It looked avoidable and unnecessary, but it makes you think that he was trying to intimidate.
Manchester United have scored 2 quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Fernandes. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Guardiola. And here's Fernandes. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's João Pedro. Fernandes. Oh, he's having a go! That is decidedly lacking.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Guardiola. Looking to play him in. Now it's Neymar. And this is Ronaldo. Guardiola. Trossard. Well-timed, excellent interception. Guardiola. Jimenez. And it's Carvajal. Oh, this looks sharp. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Now it's João Pedro. Trossard providing an outlet on that flank. Decent chance! Missed by a fraction. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Donnarumma breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Van Dijk. And Guardiola. Bruno Fernandes. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. No, that's been intercepted. Guardiola. Not the most accurate pass. Here's a man in form. Caicedo. Spread out to the left. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. João Pedro tries one from range. Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Zabani cuts out the pass. And it's Carvajal. And that pass just didn't quite work. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Pedro Porro. João Pedro touches it back. Guardiola. And here's Trossard. That's tidy.
Trossard clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Trossard. Tries to pass it through. Fernandes. Shot a goal! relentless, just relentless. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
A case now of complete control. And the referee has blown for half-time. But I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Well, I think we're seeing a very good example of what to do when you're a man light. Some of the covering play has been hugely impressive, and that owes a lot to focus and discipline, which have been top-notch, of course, since the sending off.
Manchester United, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, good-looking ball. Trossard is wide and looking to get onto this. Carvajal. Trossard. And he's managed to get free. That's rather hopeful. Neymar. Caicedo. Fernandez. And he's quick to return it. That's going wide left. Chance! No, not quite.
It's certainly a bold attempt, and there's nothing wrong with that. Shame he didn't work the keeper a bit more, though.
Bruno Fernandez. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Bruno Fernandez. Now it's Messi. And they win it back again. Manchester United looking close to untouchable here at 3-0. And the shot! And he's stuck it away. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless. A class of their own. Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Pinches it off him. That has been slung wide. What a throw in. He'll try from distance. Oh, fantastic! About as smooth as it gets. And that for him is goal number 10.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. Trossard currently being consciously targeted.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Great defending, strong and determined. Neymar unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Guardiola. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Just eases him off the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Into the last quarter of an hour. Bruno Fernandez. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Now that's well seen too. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Neymar. Nice bit of trickery. Yamal! And he's steered it beyond the post.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Numero 10.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Il numero 22. Il numero 14.
Vardiol, who's set up one goal so far. And it's Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. That has ended up in no man's land. Manchester United are almost home and dry as far as going up is concerned.
You can see how all that tension and pressure we saw before the game, Peter, it's all lifted. Now, no mistakes.
Fernandez, played out to the left flank. He's in plenty of space here. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the...
Trossard is fouled. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 3. Neymar. Viene sostituito con il numero 13.
He's put his foot right through that one. Jimenez. Can he get it through? Great chance! It's in! It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Oh, what has happened here? He steps in, and that's the end of that. Fernandez. This looks promising. That has not gone well. Carvajal. This is Jimenez. Gets himself into trouble and he's lost it. Trossard is wide and looking to get onto this. And that will be the final act. Manchester United have done it. A promotion. there is a definite sense of occasion here as both teams square up to each other with fire in their eyes. This is a day for hope, for expectation, for renewed ambition. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. There's the whistle, and here we go.
I think we can look forward to another striking masterclass from Van Basten here, Peter.
Well, many have cited him as the greatest striker of all time, but what in your eyes made him that, Jim?
Well, in a word, everything, Peter. He had it all. Pace, power, technique, vision, dribbling, strength in the air. He's a cut above the rest in all departments, and brilliant imagination.
Quality ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's a key interception. And the pass is intercepted. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And here's Fernandez. Both sides exercising caution for now. Trossard has it out wide and in space. Saliba wins the duel this time. Saliba, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Trossard, he's picked his way through.
Yeah, I've had a quick review of what we've seen so far, and I can confirm we're in a shot-free zone.
Neymar might just make this. Caicedo. Now it's João Pedro. Aims beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Well, how cool was that? He was almost teasing the keeper then.
Manchester United have penetrated for the first time.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
And he shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And he's there to clear it. Deftly away. Terengganu have their second corner now. It's really well cleared. Olise! Big relief, it just needed better contact. João Pedro. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he cuts out the supply. Caicedo. And it's Fernandez. Plays a sharp little ball here. And he's quick to get rid. Knocks it into space. Guardiola spots it and intercepts. That pass has been well intercepted. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Basten! Van Basten! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
So, third corner of the game. Beckham! They want to be quick to recover this. Takes a shot! Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Fernandez.
Manchester United really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Now it's João Pedro. And back to the goalkeeper. Fernandez. 5 minutes till the break. That has not gone well.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he plays one through. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And the shot! And it's been hooked away.
There will be 1 minute added time.
That's going across goal. He's cut it out. Oh, it's a nice idea. And the referee has signalled for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Some first-half thoughts?
Look, it all comes down to taking your chances. That's a lead which is hard to justify, but they found a finish, unlike their opponents.
Manchester United just about ahead. 1-0 at the break. Down to business again.
Manchester United can do themselves a massive favour by grabbing another one here.
Fernandez. Tries to play it through.
Whatever happens, that's the...
And a chance! It's hit the upright. An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Manchester United have got it back and they'll have another go. That has been slung wide. And he was alert to it. He's found the... It's Van Basten! And he has kept it out somehow.
Van Basten clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Van Dijk attempts a clearance. Pedro Porro gets it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's managed to get... Goes for a shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
And this is why almost every team presses from the front these days, Peter. If you get it right, it creates more chances.
Nicely weighted ball. And this is Neymar. Oh, that shoots! And again! Pedro Porro clears. Neymar is wide and looking to get onto this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Now that looks a decent ball. Nice interception, well timed. And he's there to belt it away. And here's Batistuta. And he... Batistuta! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's there to get it away. They're up to 5 corners now. Van Basten! No, just not quite. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And now they can clear their lines. Bastoni. Oh, nicely intercepted. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition and adventure to go further ahead.
Oh, he's been caught on it here. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Corner count is rising. That's 6. He leaps for it. Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Terengganu really have stepped it up now. They could have...
And Batistuta! It's a goal! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. A horrible blip, a situation utterly avoidable that has resulted in considerable embarrassment.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
So they have it all to do. Van Basten! Oh, denied brilliantly.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
It's a lucky 7th corner. And he's gone looking for safe. And the finish! This time, surely! Deftly away. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. And Batistuta! It's wide, but not by very much.
Oh, he got lots of power behind that, just couldn't quite get it on target.
Oh, there's a probing ball. Nicely spread. Now it's Semenyo. Ambitious ball here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Caicedo. Now Pedro Porro. Great vision. He is through here. Pedro Porro crosses it in. That's a lovely, neat pass. Nice control. He came in hard, very hard. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Crosses it in here. Pedro Porro made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Batistuta is onto it in a flash.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Olise. Van Basten! Well, now, oh, what has happened? And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now, how often do you see that? Now it's Trossard. Manchester United couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
There will be
Somewhat off target. Semenyo. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That has been cut short. Here's a man in form. Fernandez. Now it's João Pedro. And he's intervened well there. And time is up. So it is something for both, but ideal for neither. Both parties having to settle for what they get and hope for better in the weeks ahead. Donnarumma claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Manchester United certainly had some
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. There's the whistle. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
And time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
And the pass is intercepted. Now it's João Pedro. Camavinga to Bruno Fernandes. Oh, just skips past his man. Nice. Oh, what has happened here? Doku! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Doku just backs himself every time. Give him a challenge and he'll rise to it.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Now, can they get him away? Gets a good foot in there. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cafu. Fernandes. And it's Caicedo. Trossard making good progress. No, that's been intercepted. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Trossard. Searching pass he's played there. And he's had it nicked away. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Spread it left. The less said about that pass, the better. Engages and forces him off the ball. That's a lovely, neat pass. Pedro Porro promptly onto that, and that is that. Camavinga. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And no, that was never going to make it. Zabani. Now Pedro Porro. Trossard. Looking for the run.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Semenyo. And it's Fernandes. Now it's Mbappe. Here's a man in form. Nice looking ball. Zabani getting this one clear. Pedro Porro. Fernandes. Fernandes has got himself a free kick. And he has shown him